Dear students, now exercise 3.4. In this exercise, first question, state whether true or false. First question is, all rectangles are squares. Here, you know both the definition of rectangle and square also. You know that for square have all sides are equal. Therefore, we can say that all rectangles are not square because it is a parallelogram and its opposite sides are equal. But all sides are not equal. Therefore, we can say that this sentence is false. Yes, we can say that all squares are rectangle. Now, question number 2. All rhombus are parallelogram. Yes, true. Because in that definition of rhombus only we have written that a parallelogram whose all sides are equal. C question. All squares are rhombus and also rectangle. All squares are rhombus. Yes, because for it satisfy the rhombus definition that all sides are equal and also rectangle because its all angles are 90 degree. So we can say that sentence C is true. Now sentence D. All squares are not parallelogram. All squares are not parallelogram, but we know that square in definition of square only we learn that a rectangle whose all sides are equal and rectangle is also a parallelogram, so we can say that this is false. So D is false sentence. Now next sentence, all kites are rhombus. All kites are rhombus. Kites are not rhombus because kites are not parallelogram, and in rhombus definition only it is there that rhombus is a parallelogram. So this is false. Next question, next sentence is all rhombus are kites. No, here also we can here yes here rhombus, for rhombus we can see that for kite definition is that two pair of adjacent angle are equal, and for rhombus all sides are equal. So we can say that the condition is satisfied. So we can say that this sentence is true. Now G. All parallelogram are trapezium. Yes, all parallelogram are trapezium, as the definition of trapezium is there that a pair of opposite sides are equal, then that quadrilateral is trapezium, and in parallelogram we can say that its one side is parallel sides, one opposite sides are parallel. Now last sentence, all squares are trapezium. Yes, we can say as all squares are trapezium. The same condition is here also as that we see in parallelogram. As parallelogram is also in parallelogram also in square also two parallel opposite sides are there. Now in question number 2, identify all the quadrilaterals that have four sides of equal length and four right angles. For first condition we can say that for sides of equal length are in rhombus and square, and for right angles are in square and rectangle. Now question number 3. Explain how a square is a quadrilateral. A square is a quadrilateral. Why? Because it's four uh, if it has four unequal lengths of side. So quadrilateral is square is also having four lines, and so we can say that it is a quadrilateral. Then a parallelogram. A square is parallelogram because its opposite sides are parallel. And a rhombus because its all sides are equal. And the last, a rectangle because its all angles are right angle. Now in question number 4, name the quadrilateral whose diagonals bisect each other. Whose diagonals bisect each other. So for that you can say answer as rhombus, parallelogram and rectangle and square. All types of that parallelogram you can say as that they are their diagonals bisecting each other. And second condition are perpendicular bisector of each other. So in figure of in the property of rhombus and square we have seen that perpendicular bisector of each other. And third question is are equal. In square and rectangle we can say that diagonals are equal. In question number 5, explain why a rectangle is a convex quadrilateral. Convex quadrilateral. Convex, a rectangle is a convex quadrilateral since its vertex are raised and both of its diagonals lie in its interior. So we can see that in first lecture I saw that whom you can say convex and concave. Now in question number 6, here a figure is there. ABC is a right angle triangle. ABC triangle is right angle and 0 is the midpoint, sorry, O is the midpoint of the side opposite to the right angle. Explain why O is equidistant from A, B and C. So here we can see the dotted lines. Since two right angles make a rectangle whose O is equidistant point from A, B, C and D because O is the midpoint of the two diagonals of a rectangle. So if we draw rectangle with the help of this triangle ABC, then we can see that O is the midpoint of this rectangle.